Hey, fellow babies, welcome back to Pachter Factor on SIFTD.net. If you're a Patreon patron or a YouTube subscriber, thank you. It's keeping Shane afloat. If you can, remember, please try to link your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch Prime account. That'll let Amazon pay us. You're already paying for that for Prime. Costs you nothing, and we get paid. And at a minimum, please follow me on Twitter. Let's get to today's question. Today's question from Sifted from Timmy. In a recent video, you mentioned how Xbox loses game sales due to Game Pass. What kind of metrics do companies use to measure success or failure on Game Pass? What does Microsoft look at when considering acquiring a game for Game Pass? What about third-party day one releases on Game Pass? Look, Microsoft is trying to build up a subscription service, so they're looking at the same economics that Netflix looks at when they buy a show to put on their subscription service. And Microsoft's doing a lifetime value of the customer, and they've got 25 million Game Pass subscribers. I think they're looking at that number and saying if we add 10 games, does 25 million grow to 30 million? If we add 100 games, does 30 million grow to 50 million? And so they're looking at, let's just call it $100 million a year revenue. $100 a year revenue times 25 million people. They have $2.5 billion to spend. And I think their attitude is we're willing to spend 50-60% on content. So if it's costing us $1.5 billion, either through development costs or foregone sales, to generate $2.5 billion, we're making $1 billion. That's a good problem to have. Companies are not looking at it that way. The reason you haven't seen an Activision game on Game Pass is because they are convinced that will cannibalize sales, and they'll lose more than they gain. When you do see other companies' games on Game Pass, you're seeing largely catalog. So you had GTA 5 on there, but it's a 2013 game, and it was on for a limited period of time. You're getting EA's catalog that's a year old and older, so they feel like they pretty much run the course on sales on those things. But you're not getting a lot of high-quality, new release, day one releases on Game Pass from third parties. You are from Microsoft. And Microsoft has just made the commitment that, when we make a new game, Halo or Forza, it's going to be on there. And that's how we're going to drive subscription. Just like Netflix is willing to put a feature-length film on or a new TV show on or pay up for Friends, that's exactly the thinking that goes into it. So... Look, I think that there's room for both. I think that Microsoft will continue to put first party on there. They'll continue to add studios and create greater first party capability. I doubt they get more than catalog third party. And I think third parties will continue to release in a normal launch window and sell games at $60. So I don't expect that you will get third party day one releases on Game Pass unless Microsoft's willing to pay up immensely for those. So it's just unlikely that Microsoft will pay Activision, $1.5 billion for Call of Duty, which is what it would take. So they're not going to do that, and Activision's not going to put Call of Duty on there. Maybe if Battlefield reviews keep coming out worse and worse and worse, EA will do it, but I'd say probably not.
What do you think Microsoft paid for Back 4 Blood? Because it was day one.
Yeah, well, I don't know. 100 million?
It's like the new Left 4 Dead, basically.
Yeah, I don't know. 100 million? I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably. But it's not big.
Yeah. I mean, there was some hype for it.
How many units would the game have sold? 3 million?
5, maybe.
Yeah, it's that.
Okay.
It's hard to know because every deal is you just don't know. Right. They should get Cyberpunk 2077 pretty soon. Though. Thanks for joining us on Pachter Factor on SIFTD.net. If you're a Patreon patron or a YouTube subscriber, thank you for your patronage, and you're getting this real time. If you can remember, please link your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch Prime account. The directions are in the show description below. And if you are not supporting us financially, but you just love all the pack you can get a hold of, then please follow me on Twitter. You'll get even more on Twitter at Michael Pachter. See you next time.